Now, I guess probably because Kenny comes out of the theater, he values rehearsal time maybe more than some directors. What was the, how much was there, Michelle and Casey, on this one? And what was the value of it? What was accomplished during that?
You guys had more.
There's about 2 weeks of rehearsal, I guess, all told, which includes doing all kind of things. Sometimes just sitting around reading the script. And then, in fact, in this one, it went as far as sort of blocking the scene out. I'm taping out the table and the chairs on the floor and pretending that it's all there and staging it all and doing it. There were some scenes, like the scene with Michelle, a couple of scenes with Michelle that we didn't ever sort of get on its feet. We just read it maybe once or twice and talked about it a little bit, but then kind of laid off of it. As most people do in movies, I think, we're going to save it. We'll save the magic until we get there, which sometimes is true and helpful and a sincere effort to protect something that's in the performances, but also just as often is kind of laziness and a lack of time, and people just don't want to do it. And in my experience, more rehearsal results in better performances, spending less time on set to trying to figure them out, everything. Kenny was smart enough to know that. I'm sure he knew the scenes inside and out, backwards and forwards, and how exactly he wanted them done. But he was kind enough to give us the time in rehearsal to let us grow into the parts and figure it out.
How was it for you to be in the mindset of this guy who's not the happiest of guys at the period where we meet him in the movie? How long was the shoot?
3 days. I wanted to see if they were still awake.
Yeah.
It was, and the answer is no. I see a sign here that says "wrap it up." What does that mean?
No.
Okay, the shoot was 2 months, more or less, or something like that.
So, I mean, what's that like to be in the mindset of this character who's gone through a lot of stuff for that long? I mean, there were some days when it was really hard. There was a sort of particularly challenging, there's some scene that was sort of emotional. It requires a greater effort in one department of what it is you're supposed to be doing. And, I don't know, Michelle said it best. I think there's sort of the two work and going home from work are these portals where you get ready to go do your job and you show up and you're in the right mood and you're not sort of joking around and palling around until they say like action and now go, hug the body of your dead brother or something. You sort of have to be responsible and disciplined and so that you're prepared to do the job that you have to do.